So alright, let's get started. And first of all, remove the unwanted objects from the background. As you can see, I'm doing here with the spot healing brush tool. And now we're gonna replace the sky. So I'm gonna make a selection of the sky and using the quick selection tool. And now we're gonna go to the select and mask option, and here we're gonna enable the preview on black so you can see the selected areas, and you can just spend your time over here refining the edges, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna turn on the smart radius and increase the radius bit so it can detect the edges, and the output should be new layer with the layer mask, and click on OK. And as you can see, it has made the selection of the sky, and we're gonna invert it. Wait a second, I'm gonna change the thumbnail preview to clear, and as you can see, the sky has been separated out. Now let's go and open the second image, which is of the Jeep, and here we're gonna select the subject using the select subject in newer version of Photoshop. It's either in 2019 and further. It has done a pretty good job, and we're gonna go with that. Click on the layer mask, and I'm creating a solid color adjustment layer to see the edges properly, and I should change color to red to make it look better. Just refining the edges with the brush with the foreground color set to black to hide the edges and white to show up the edges. Make sure the opacity and flow is at the 100, and refine the mask. Everything else look pretty fine, and I'm gonna go with that. Now let's convert it into the smart object so we don't lose any quality while transforming it. Place the subject on the background and go to edit, transform and scale. You may press Ctrl+T as a shortcut for transform, and adjust it according to your image, and click on the right or hit enter when you are satisfied. Place it in the correct position. I think it's a bit bigger, and I'm gonna scale it further. It's look fine to me now, and now we're gonna blend it with the background. So this is the link of the grass brushes, which are given in the description box down below. You may go and download it from there. And to import the brushes, click on the brush and click on the settings icon and go to import brush. Locate your brush and click open, and now your brush has been loaded into Photoshop. Go into the brush, click the brush you want, reduce the size, and create a mask over the Jeep layer and paint it with the black color to hide it. Pretend that Jeep is right in there in the grassland. Let's just fast forward this. Make sure to spend some time and make your image look good. And after we have done that, we are going to just create a group of the subject and name it Jeep. Now we are going to create some curves adjustment layer to make changes to the background, make it a bit darker and more contrast. It may differ it from your image, so make sure to just play with the curve and get your result. And now creating a hue adjustment layer, hue saturation adjustment layer to adjust the saturation according to me. And now we're gonna blend the image, the subject to the background, and so we're gonna create a curves. Make sure to clip it with the subject layer so it doesn't affect the background. Now to map the color of the background to the image, I'm gonna use a tool called gradient map. Click on the adjustment icon and click on gradient map. As we all know, gradient map is used to map the colors of the highlights, midtones and shadows. So go to the map and gradient and choose the color of the background of different areas like highlights, midtones and shadows. You may choose as many points as you want, but I'm gonna go with 2 as it is a pretty simple image and it's not gonna take much effort. And reduce the opacity so it looks natural. I think grass looks a bit weird, so I'm gonna just take the brush and fix it. Let's just fast forward it. Now let's work on the details, and I'm going to create a shadow of the Jeep just below it, and we're going to use a soft round brush with opacity set to 10 or 20 maximum, and create a new layer, change this blend mode to multiply, and start painting the shadows. Shadows are formed on the opposite. Adjust the hue of the image according to your image. Maybe you can play with the saturation and lightness also to match it better. And now for the subject, we have this man image downloaded from the unsplash.com. I'll make sure to link in the description box. And we use select subject to select it from its background. I'm not gonna spend much time refining the edges because his feet's gonna hide in the grass over there. So I'm good with the selection, and place the image in the composite at the top of the layers. And now to blend with the background, I'm gonna mask some of the grass over his feet using the grass brush to make it look like he's standing right over there. Now let's create a curve adjustment layer to match his brightness with the background. Make sure to clip it with the subject so it doesn't affect the whole background. And play with the curve until you find the spot where the subject is blend nicely with the background. You can play around the channels to add colors to the subject. I'm gonna add a bit red in the highlights. As you can see, it looks nice now. And we're gonna play with some hue saturation and make sure to clip it as well. Adjust the hue a bit. I think it looks more cyanish. Now it looks fine. I'm gonna use the same gradient map as we used in the Jeep over the subject to match its highlights, shadows and midtones with the background. You have to adjust all the settings as per your image. I am doing it on my own preferences as I think it is perfect for the image. Your taste may vary. making the final adjustment with the curves. And now we are looking for the moon image, so we're gonna head to the unsplash.com, and this image is linked in the description box. You can check it from there, download it, bring in the Photoshop, crop the required area, bring it over the subject and place it all in the top, or you should place it over the sky layer. Change its blend mode to the screen and blend the moon with the background using the curves of the level. I'm gonna use curves. Play with the settings around and find the perfect spot for your image. Yeah, now it looks fine. And I'm gonna flip the subject vertically because it was looking in the opposite direction. And I think it looks fine now. A bit of saturation issue, let me fix that. Now we're gonna create the clouds over the hills. So there are two ways. Either you can use the smoke brushes. I'm gonna show you the other way. Make a blank layer, fill it with the black color, go to filter, render and clouds, and this is what you get. Change its blend mode to screen or lighten. I'm gonna change it to screen and now transform it as you can see in this video. And to map it with the shape of the mountains, I'm going to use puppet wrap. Go to edit and puppet wrap. Here you can click multiple points and bend it according to your image of mountains, and it looks fine perhaps. And you get the idea of what you have to do. And let's just fast forward this. Yeah, when you're done, click OK. And now go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur. Blur it all the way to when no of the hard edges are visible. At this point I think it's fine. And bring it beneath the mountain layer. Reduce its opacity. Yeah, now it looks fine. As you can see the difference. And for the aesthetics purpose, I'm gonna group all the layers and make it look nice in the layers panel. And now for the detailing, the light which directly hits the Jeep will make its surface look brighter and the opposite surface will look darker. So keeping this in mind, I'm gonna make the parts of the Jeep which are not facing the light darker. These are small details, you should always consider that makes your composite look much better. I'm gonna fast forward this process. You may repeat it as many times as you want to make your composite look better. You can change the background of the canvas to white to judge the brightness level better. On the top of layers, we're gonna create a new group called details, and we're gonna adjust the color correction and the things over there. Create a brightness adjustment layer and increase the brightness and decrease the contrast. And at this point I'm really sorry because my screen recorder got crashed and I couldn't record the further video, but don't worry, I'll provide you everything I perform after that. So I cropped the composite in 4:5 ratio to make it perfect for the Instagram, and this is what I got. After that, selected the background layer and I converted into the smart object, and then went to the filter, blur, gallery and tilt shift. And to create a shallow depth of field effect, I gradually increase the blur to the mountains. As you can see in this video, there is a complete tutorial on that. I'll make sure to link in the description box. After that, I created a stamp visible layer of all the layers. So to do that, go to the top layer, select the top layer and convert it to a smart object, and then I applied the camera raw filter. And here I made some basic adjustment to the image to make it look brighter and more attractive. you can just hit the auto icon or the Photoshop to just apply the basic effect, then you can just carry it further. So this was the tutorial, and I did some further more adjustments, and this was the final result I got. So this was the video guys, hope you guys liked it, and if it did help, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon so you don't miss any further videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.